Super good outlook on life. A couple articles about our four-legged friends, financial tips on handling your IRMA surcharge, all this and more in the September edition of the American Retirement Advisor newsletter, this week on 65 and Counting. Welcome back, everyone. Almost September already? Wow, it feels like just yesterday I was welcoming you all back on the show to hear David Edge read the American Retirement Advisor newsletter from August. Well, either way, here he is again. Take it away, Mr. Edge.
Hi, everybody. It's David Edge, and it's time for the monthly reading of the American Retirement Advisor newsletter. This is for September 2021. It's Volume 21, Issue 9. And on the front page, as usual, we have our article by David P. Schaefer. Super good and getting better by David P. Schaefer. That phrase came from my kids' Taekwondo instructors. I like it. The instructors would say to the student, "How are you doing today?" The student would respond, "Super good and getting better, sir," or ma'am. I think that response puts you in a reasonable and receptive frame of mind to absorb information. The instructors incorporated body, mind, and soul stuff into their instruction. Do good, help others, and alike. Wow. We sure could use some more of that these days. If you watch TV, read the paper, or listen to the radio, it seems like the world is a mess. Worse, many are pushing an agenda that the USA is in terrible disarray. Kind of weird since we're the greatest country on the planet. In my opinion, we help more folks in our own country than in any other nation. We are more open-minded in our laws, we are more charitable, we are more forgiving. Yet, many folks in our country think otherwise. Why? Perhaps they've lost their way. Perhaps they should visit another country, maybe one nearby. Perhaps a visit to Yuma and across the border to Algodones. A quick look and comparison of everyday citizens' conditions are different from what we would consider normal. Society benefits from working together. We as humans seem to need a unified goal, a task. We need to create a sense of belonging to something larger than ourselves, for sustainability. From a past geopolitical importance perspective, we had Russia and the Cold War, then more recently, Iran and Iraq and Afghanistan. We've had years of relative calm in the United States, good times economically, safe streets until recently. Have things changed? Have we changed? If someone asks me in passing, "How you doing?" regardless of the climate outside, I'll tell them, "Super good and getting better," because I love our country, the opportunities it offers, and the goodness we offer everyone on our planet. Nice positive article, David. Thank you so much. Okay, our next front page article, "Is it fall yet?" by David Edge. Some long-awaited monsoon rain brought an explosion of green in our local Sonoran Desert. While hiking some of those trails, I noticed that the plants that had been brown for many months are now happily green. But as we move into the fall in the desert, it's still hot. Of course, new greenery creates food for critters. After these seasonal rains, and with plenty of food, there's usually a bumper crop of critters having babies. It's beautiful to see Mother Nature at work. An early morning hike will allow you to catch a glimpse of all that the desert has to offer. As we talk to folks from all over the country about their retirement needs, the weather always comes up. Some parts of the country are already seeing their first snow of the fall, while others are taking in picnics to see the beautiful fall color of the leaves. But, of course, September in Arizona still means managing 90 to 100 degree heat in the swimming pool. So, what signals fall where you live? Is it when college football season begins with tailgate parties? Or getting that last crop of vegetables harvested before the cold weather hits? Maybe it's raking the leaves in the yard. Whatever your fall signal is, it's a signal of change, and perhaps of the holidays to come in quick succession. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, and the weather that accompanies each. Wherever you are, enjoy the embracing signals of a fair fall arrival. Okay, all right. So let's go over here. Our next article it's a safety article by Sharon Groves. And sometimes she writes a safety article about other things besides humans. And this month it's about No Bacon for Spot by Sharon Groves. Each month my articles address topics important to you and your family's health. Since pets are part of our family, here's a reminder about common foods we share with them that would endanger them. Pets should avoid food containing xylitol. It's commonly found in many foods that humans eat, like gum, peanut butter, candy, pudding, ketchup, barbecue sauces, and pancake syrups. Also avoid avocados, alcohol, onions, shallots, leeks, and garlic. Caffeine, chocolate, grapes, raisins, ice cream, cinnamon, citrus, spinach, coconut oil, and nuts, and bacon. Yes, bacon. Eating a large amount can cause pancreatitis, which can be fatal. Say yes to sharing small quantities of popcorn, boneless fish and salmon, cheese, corn, eggs, pork, shrimp, and tuna. Let's love and protect our pets so that we can enjoy them for many years to come. That's great, Sharon. Thank you for the warning on all that stuff. Had no idea. Okay. This month's Why Am I Me by David Edge. New Furry Friend. When you lose a friend, the loss leaves a hole in your life. Of course, you know they're gone, but memories bring back the loss at some time at the most unexpected times. How you feel and act at these moments make you, you. When that friend you miss was a furry, four-legged kind, it takes a while to get over that cuddly loss. And you might start wishing for that furry companionship again. And the next thing you know, the hunt is on. Our family has made it a habit to adopt shelter animals. We genuinely enjoy that warm, fuzzy feeling of saving pets from shelters and bringing them into our family. Adaptation and routines are inevitable for you and your adopted pet. What was their prior life like? What will they eat? Do they get along with the other pets and people? Are they leash trained? And of course, potty training. New routines can take anywhere from a few weeks to a few months. Gaining each other's trust can sometimes be a time-consuming but all rewarding. As you might have guessed, cute Daisy Mae just joined our family, and we are patiently adapting to each other. Do you recall when you added a new pet to your family? Who was there and where did it happen? Because whatever it was, it makes you, you. Okay, the next thing we have is Mark reading, and that's going to be our financial tip of the month by Mark Fry. Hi all. As a follow-up to last month's article, here I will give you some additional information, and I'll let you know how and if taking more income could affect your Medicare premium. Several tax cuts provisions, especially income tax cuts, will expire in 2025, and starting in 2021 will increase over time. This, by 2027, would affect an estimated 65% of the population, and in that same year, the law's provisions for personal, not corporate, are set to be fully enacted. Why do they expire, you ask? Well, that's the only way the prior administration was able to meet budget rules. The Biden administration recently has said that they will absolutely let them expire. Interesting, because Biden suggested a future Congress won't let middle-class tax cuts expire. Recent precedents, like the often extended Bush tax cuts. Still, there's zero guarantee of that. After all, a lot can change over 8 years. 1. Will the extra income cause my Social Security income to be taxed if you started taking it? Between $25,000 and $34,000, you may have to pay income tax on up to 50% of your benefits. More than $34,000, up to 85% of your benefits may be taxable. And number 2, will this administration change the 2021 tax rules mid-year retroactively like Bill Clinton did? I remember exactly where I was when I heard that news. I almost drove off the road yelling, "He can't do that," but he did. And the rest of this is on page 6. So, as you can see, it's not a simple question. There's a lot to think about. Please understand that this is not a critique of this or any other administration. This is just a factual article about a choice or a possible dilemma that our clients have at this moment in time. It has nothing to do with politics and everything to do with looking at the past and present to try to decide what the best move might be for you specifically. If you'd like to discuss this or any other financial questions with one of our expert advisors, please don't hesitate to give the office a call. Remember, there's never a charge. Okay, great article, Mark. Thank you so much. And yes, he's talking about the IRMAA charge, IRMAA, the Income-Related Medicare Adjustment. So it will affect some of you because they change the adjustments every single year. So it's something you want to find out about. Okay, our next article is Medicare Work by Laura Lee Drummond. Making Medicare Guidance and Transition 1, 2, 3 Easy at Work. Welcome September. Besides a hopeful transition to cooling temperatures, which can't come soon enough, September, early October is prime apple picking season. Here in Arizona, it means a road trip to Wilcox for picking and preparing your favorite recipes for some fresh apple dishes. Yum, super fun tradition. There is another picking opportunity coming that allows you to change Medicare plans if desired. September reminds us to review our current Medicare plans to take advantage of Medicare's annual election period starting October 15th to make changes. Medicare is constantly changing, and your needs can change too. It's important to review what you have to make sure it continues to meet your needs and you are maximizing your Medicare benefits. For example, are you 65 and still working? Is your employer plan still the most appropriate option for you? Not ready for Medicare? Well, do you have a family member or a friend who hasn't reviewed their Medicare plans in years? Our certified Medicare planners review all of our clients' plans annually to ensure their benefits are still maximized to meet their needs. Do you think other Medicare advisors do this? Forget about it. We create a benefits relationship like you had with your employer, looking out for you and here to help. Know someone preparing to retire and needs help transitioning to Medicare? We will help them make it 1-2-3 easy and provide ongoing guidance. Contact Laura at clicktma.com. Great article, Laura. Thank you so much. And of course, we have Tammy Simler writing our Medicare Moment. This is one of our most favorite articles every month. Let's make Medicare 1-2-3 easy for everyone this Medicare season. With the Medicare annual enrollment period fast approaching, you know that we've got you covered. I'm going to start that over. This month's Medicare Moment by Tammy Simler. Let's make Medicare 1-2-3 easy for everyone this Medicare season. With Medicare annual enrollment period fast approaching, you know that we've got you covered. But what about your other family members, your friends, your neighbors? Wouldn't you agree that just like you, they could benefit from having a detailed analysis of their Medicare plan options for 2022? Did you know that many people never hear from their Medicare agent again after they've enrolled them? It's true. So what do? They stay on the same plan forever, even if it isn't the most appropriate plan for them. What about those folks that picked a plan themselves? Same story. They stay on the same plan forever, even if they shouldn't because the task of picking a new plan is just too daunting. As our client, you've gone through the process with us and you know that there are many variables and nuances to choosing the right plan year after year, but we make it 1-2-3 easy. How can you help? We thought you'd never ask. Don't keep us a secret. Tell everyone you care about to give us a call and let us help. We will take care of those that you care about as we've always done with you. Our phones get busy as the season gets closer, so have them call us now to schedule a no-obligation consultation at 602-281-3898. Thank you, Tammy. That's a great reminder. Remember, folks, the annual election period, October 15th to December 7th every single year, and your new plan starts January 1. Okay, our next article is The Success Story of the Month by David Edge. Start, stop, start. We received a frantic call from a client insisting they just had to talk to an advisor immediately. I recognized the name, a brand new Medicare client. The client was delighted I took her call. David, thank goodness. This is Grace, and I just got a job that offers health care, dental, and vision. Can I cancel my Medicare and take the employer plan? She asked excitedly. The quick answer is probably, I replied, but let's review the details to see which is most appropriate. Firstly, is the employer plan credible, meaning as good as Medicare? And are there a minimum of 20 employees on the plan? If the employer plan doesn't meet these two requirements and you leave Medicare, you'll get an increasing penalty when you re-enroll later for each month you were not on a qualifying plan when eligible. Well, Grace confirmed, yes, it meets those requirements. Next, because she was a high-income earner the previous year, IRMA fees contributed to her Part B and D Medicare cost of $437.30 a month, instead of the base rate of $148.50 most Americans pay. Remember, high-income earners pay a surcharge for Medicare benefits. Grace supplemented her original Medicare with a Medigap Plan G at $130 a month and a Part D drug plan at $13.50 a month. In total, she was paying $580 a month for her plans with no copays for medical, and her generic prescriptions were free. Her new employer premium would be $200 a month with a $1,500 maximum out-of-pocket for copays. Well, the answer's just math, I explained. Your plan at work in a worst-case scenario over a year would cost $3,900. That's 12 months times 200 equals $2,400, plus the $1,500 max out-of-pocket equals $3,900. But 12 months on Medicare will cost you $7,170.60. For $437.30 that she's paying for Irma, plus the $130 plus the $1,350 is $580.80 times 12 months is $6,969.60 plus the once-a-year Plan G deductible of $203 equals $7,172.60. By switching to the employer group plan, you'll be saving approximately $3,272 a year. If I drop Medicare, will I have to pay the penalty to get back on? Grace asked. No. When you leave a credible employer plan, they provide a form that proves you've had the employer health plan. To suspend your Medicare, call 1-800-MEDICARE and then call the insurance companies to cancel your Medigap and your Part D drug plan. Grace was elated to see that she would save over $3,000 a year. I reminded her that she should call us 4 to 5 months before she retires from the new job to review her future options for Medicare plans. Call us to review the pros and cons of switching health coverage, as everyone's situations and needs are unique. Well, folks, that's our reading of the American Retirement Advisor newsletter for September 2021.
Wow, another amazing newsletter. We put a new edition of this out every month, all written by the wonderful people at American Retirement Advisors. If you aren't already receiving this in your mailbox or in your emails inbox, but you want to, just give us a call. I'll put the phone number and my email in the description of the episode so that you can get in touch with us and sign on up. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give our video a little thumbs up and follow our page so you get notified when we put out new episodes. Also, don't forget to share with all your family and friends, but most importantly, have a great week.